Come to mountain pose at the top of your mat. Standing tall, knees soft, top of the head lifting, palms facing slightly forward, shoulders down, low belly engaged. Mountain pose. First, just notice the breath flowing in and out. And then you can begin to direct the breath to a 4-count inhale and a 4-count exhale. Let's continue this pattern as I read our scriptures for this practice. John chapter 8, verses 31 and 32. Jesus said to the people who believed in him, "You are truly my disciples if you remain faithful to my teachings, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." We'll begin with sun salutation. On your next inhale, arms lift up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Plant the hands. Walk the feet back into plank pose. You can bring the knees down to the mat or leave the knees lifted. Inhale and exhale, lower to the mat, elbows close to the body. Relax the toes. Press the palms into the mat under the shoulders as you lift the chest, lifting the top of the head. Inhale. Exhale, lower back to the mat. Tuck the toes under, pressing back up, perhaps coming through all fours. Come into down dog. Take 2 rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, eyes look up to the top of your mat. Walk the feet forward, coming to forward fold. And slowly begin to roll up to stand, stacking 1 vertebrae at a time. Chin comes up last. Exhale at the top. And inhale, arms lift up overhead. And exhale, forward fold right into our next sun salutation. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale down, planting the hands, walk the feet back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Smoothing out the breath. Inhale, eyes lift. Walk or hop the feet forward, coming to forward fold at the top of your mat. And slowly roll up to stand. Exhale. Inhale, arms lift up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Last round. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Using the breath, inhale, halfway up. Exhale down, plant the hands, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose or up dog. And exhale to down dog. Pedal out your feet here, stretching the back of the legs, pulling the shoulders up away from the ears, top of the thighs pulling back towards the back of your mat. Keeping your knees soft, come to your edge, feeling that stretch down the back of the legs, the lengthening of the spine. Bring the knees down to the mat and come to sit in hero pose. Check in with your body and make sure that this feels all right on your knees. If this is not comfortable for your body to sit in, you can choose another comfortable seated position, cross-legged, or grab a pillow or a block to slide under your hips to give you a little bit more lift, perhaps a little easier on the knees. Working on opening the backs of the arms and the shoulders, lift your right hand high And bend at the elbow so the palm is at the base of the neck. Take the left hand and take it to the elbow of the right arm. And gently begin to take a side stretch to the left. So you should feel an opening not only in the back of the arm and the tricep, but also down the side of the right side of the body. Keeping your hips anchored into your sitting position. And inhale as you come back up. Release the hand. Right arm crosses the body in front of you. Left arm gently supports near the elbow, stretching the shoulder in front of you. And release the hand down. Switching to the other side, lift the left arm high, bending at the elbow, the palm at the back of the neck. Right arm lifts, gently holds on to the left elbow. Give yourself a side stretch, opening up the left tricep all the way down the left side of the body to the left hip. Inhale as you come up. And bring the left arm across the body in front, supporting your arm at the elbow. Breathing into anywhere that's tight in the shoulder. And release the hand down. Come onto all fours. We'll breathe into cat and cow. Beginning with cow shape. We let the belly drop, the chin rises, the sit bones rise. Arching the back. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, begin with tucking the pelvis under, rolling through the spine and coming to cat shape. Rounding the upper back. Pressing the palms into the mat. Exhale fully. Inhale back to cow, rolling through the spine. Bringing the collarbone slightly forward. And exhale, rolling into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. One more round. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And take your inhale to neutral spine. Be mindful of your knees. If you are kneeling on a firm floor, something that is not comfortable on your knees, you can take a tuck in your mat to add some padding for your knees. Extend your right foot out off of your mat and come up to kneel on your left knee, working into gate pose. Your right arm will gently glide down the right leg as you lift the left hand to a side stretch, stretching over the extended right leg. Inhale, come up. And take the left hand down to your mat while the right hand lifts high for a right stretch. Inhaling, come up. And once more to the right, lifting the left hand high. Inhaling, coming up. And then again to the left. And inhale, coming back up. Bring the right knee back under you and we'll switch the left leg out to the side. Let the left hand slide along the thighs. You lift the right hand for a side stretch. Really feel like you're lifting up first and then feeling the side bend. Spine stays long. Inhale to come up and take the right hand down to the mat while the left hand lifts away from the left leg. Stretch, perhaps the chin can look up under that left arm. Coming back up once more, shifting to the left, lifting the right hand. And then the right hand comes to the floor, left arm up overhead. And then coming up. Bring the left knee back under you. Ready position for camel pose. Begin with your hands on your hips, like you're sliding your fingertips into your back pockets. This becomes the support for our upper back bend. Begin with this long spine, lifting up tall out of the top of the head. The core is engaged. And as you inhale, begin to press the hips forward, putting some weight into your hands to support the upper back. And then as you lengthen the spine, begin to lift the chest up towards the ceiling, lifting the chin. Being careful not to tip the head back any further than feels comfortable. And breathe in this position, camel pose. To come out, just lower the chin, pull the hips back under the body, and come back upright. We'll do another round of this. If you'd like to take it a little further, instead of having your hands on the upper hip area, you can reach your hands for the heels. Now tuck your toes under. And as you press the hips forward, lift the heart. Take one hand to one heel. If that feels secure and stable, then take the other hand to the other heel. Continue to lift the chest high. Keep that core engaged. That protects your low back. And find some ease in this extreme camel pose. To release, lower the chin, pull the hips back under, and sit the hips back down over the heels. Walk the hands forward to a counter stretch. Take a few breaths. And coming back up to sit. If you've taken that tuck in your mat, go ahead and release that. Flatten the mat out on the floor, on the ground. And extend yourself onto the mat on your stomach. Moving into more shoulder stretches. Extend the right arm out in a T to the side. The left hand, the palm can come under the left shoulder. Press into that left hand, rolling yourself back towards the right hand. Stretching open the shoulder. Now be very gentle here. Be mindful. Just go as far as you feel a gentle stretch. Never stretch into pain. If you'd like to support here, the left foot might step behind the right leg, giving you support on the twist. Breathing into that right shoulder. The head can rest on the mat. One more breath here. And then rolling back onto your belly. We'll switch sides. So we extend the left arm out. Right hand is under the shoulder. Begin to roll back towards the left. Now it's the right leg that can step behind the left for the twist. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Breathing into anywhere that you're feeling tension. And then come back to your belly. Drop the head down, take a breath. Moving into Sphinx pose, slide your palms forward so you are supporting yourself on your forearms, on your elbows. The elbows should be under the shoulder. And lift the upper chest. Take the fingers wide on your mat, lifting from the top of the head. Relax your toes. Engage the low belly so the low back has some support. Bring the heart forward. Sphinx pose. Exhale, pull the palms back, lower the head down. Take a breath. You can continue to do another Sphinx pose, just exactly as we've done, or you can take it a little further. On your next inhale, begin to press the palms into the mat, coming to Cobra pose. Be mindful of those same hot spots, the low back, the back of the neck. Pulling in the core supports the low back. Top of the head is lifting. Shoulders are soft, elbows soft. Shoulders pulling back away from the ears. You should have a long neck here. And exhale down. One more step in our progression. Feel free to stay at any posture that feels like it's your edge. If you'd like to take it a little further, perhaps you can come into up dog. So as you inhale, you want to be sure that your palms are right under the shoulders as you press yourself up. And this time you're pressing the elbows almost to straight. We don't want to lock them out, but they're finding their length. And the thighs come off the mat, so we're resting on our palms and the tops of our feet. Again, low belly's pulling in. Shoulders are down away from the ears, top of the head lifts. Breathing here. And exhale, come back down, flat on the mat. And walk yourself back into a child's pose. Release the low back. Take your knees wide so your belly nestles between them. The shoulders need a break. You might bring the hands around to the feet and rest. Coming back to our scripture, Jesus said, "You are truly my disciples if you remain faithful to my teachings, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Coming into locus pose, come up onto all fours and then lower yourself back onto your belly. Hands are beside you, palms facing up. As we inhale, lift the chest and lift both feet off the mat, finding length in the spine. Again, low belly engaged, heart lifting. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, locus pose. Feel the palms pulling back towards the feet. And exhale down. We'll go up one more time. Inhale, heart lifts, feet lift. And exhale, lower. Take the palms under the shoulders. And once more, press yourself back into child's pose. Counter stretch for the low back. As you're in child's pose, breathe into the low back, allowing that to soften and release any tension that may have been created by the locus pose. Press yourself up, let your legs come to the side, and then slowly lower yourself down, setting up for Shavasana, corpse pose, laying still and quiet for a few minutes, integrating all that you've done, all the back bends and stretches. Now we let the body be still and still the mind. Bring your awareness to the Lord's presence, where you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Feel free to linger in Shavasana for as long as you have time. If you're not quite ready to get up, feel free to pause this recording and resume when you are ready. Notice your next inhale and exhale. Become mindful of every place your body is touching the ground. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Gently turn your chin from one shoulder slowly to the other shoulder. Lift your hands above your head and stretch long. And then roll to one side. Take a few breaths there, keeping your eyes closed. When you're ready, slowly make your way back to a seated position. Hero pose or an easy cross-legged seat. Truth. It's something Jesus spoke of very often. He would say before his parables, "Truly, truly, I say to you." He always spoke truth. He was truth. He said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Take one last breath with me, lifting arms up overhead, breathing in peace. And exhaling, hands to heart. It is my prayer that you grow more every day in truth and in love. And until we meet again, I bid you peace. Shalom, shalom.